Handa ka na bang matuto? This week topic is about triangle congruence postulate. Mathematics 8, Quarter 3, Module 4. So before we proceed with our topic, let us define some basic terms. Triangle. So triangle is a polygon with 3 sides and 3 angles. Congruent, ito naman ang symbol sa congruent. And congruent means equal, same measurements, or same value. Pag sinabi naman natin postulate, is a statement which is accepted as true even without a proof. So hindi na siya kailangan patunayan pa para maging true. So true na siya as clear as definitions. So let us practice. What triangle congruence postulate is being illustrated in the figure? If we have triangle ABC congruent with triangle DEF, what kind of congruence postulate is being illustrated? Is it SAS, ASA, or side, side, side? The answer is yes. This is an example of side, side, side congruence postulate. Next question. What triangle congruence postulate is being illustrated in the figure? Is it side, angle, side, side, angle, or side, side, side? The answer would be side, angle, side. Number 3. What triangle congruence postulate is being illustrated in the statement? Angle A congruent with angle D, side AB congruent to side DE, angle B congruent to angle E. Is it side, angle, side, angle, or side, side, side? And the answer would be angle, side, angle. Now, we have side, angle, side postulate or SAS. Ito ang magiging itsura niyan. Kapag sinabi naman natin side, side, side or SSS, ganito ang magiging markings. Kapag sinabi natin angle, side, angle or ASA, ganito ang itsura. Now, let us go with the first one. Side, angle, side postulate or SAS happens in a true triangle if two sides and one included angle in a given triangle are equal to the corresponding two sides and one included angle of another triangle. Let's see if we have triangle B congruent to triangle man by SAS. So titingnan natin, BI is, or side BI is congruent to side MA, angle I congruent to angle A, and side IG is congruent with side AN. This is side, angle, side congruence postulate. Next, if we have side, 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 ganito ang magiging markings. So if the three sides of one triangle are congruent to the three sides of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent by SSS. Let's say we have triangle so congruent with triangle cut by SSS. Una, side SA congruent to side CU. And then side AW congruent to side, tama, UT. And then lastly, we have side WS congruent to side TC. Again, hindi pwede yung CT, dapat TC kasi ang usap natin dito is correspondingly. Remember yung CP, CTC natin? So this is side, side, side congruence postulate. And the third one is angle, side, angle postulate or tinatawag nating ASA. So this one happens if two angles and an included side of one triangle are congruent to the two angles and included side of another triangle. Then the triangle are congruent. Let's say we have triangle HRD congruent to triangle SML by ASA postulates. So we have angle S congruent with angle S. And then, side HR is congruent to side SM. And lastly, we have angle R congruent to angle M. Now, we don't need the other angle na to prove that they are congruent. Yung tatlong lang yan, yung angle, an included side, at saka isang angle, that is enough to prove that these two triangles are indeed congruent by ASA postulates. Again, to generalize, we have SAS, SSS, and ASA postulates. Now, let us have this sabihin nating practice, no? Let us have number 1. So the first given is angle D congruent to angle C, side DG congruent to side CT, and angle G congruent to angle T. Anong postulates ang ipinapakita niyan? And the answer is, yes, that one is an ASA. So angle, side angle. How about the second given? So kung makikita nyo, in that two triangles, may marking tayo sa angles, may marking din yung sides. So if the sides, corresponding sides and corresponding angles are congruent, then these two triangles are congruent by, okay, CPCTC means corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. How about the third question? If side DG is congruent to side CT, angle D congruent to angle C, side DO congruent to side CA, then what postulates is being illustrated? Tama, ayan ay isang SAS. Number 4, konti na lang. If side DG is congruent to side CT, side DO congruent to side CA, and side GO congruent to side TA. So, mapapansin nyo, wala naman lumabas na angles, di ba? So, may clue na tayo that ang number 4 ay isang Sss Congruence Postulate. How about number 5? Ang binigay lang ay definitions. If two sides and an included angle of a triangle are congruent to another triangle correspondingly, then they are, okay, SAS, kasi meron tayong included angle. So, dahil dyan, palakpakan mo ang iyong sarili. At dahil umabot ka sa dulo ng video na to, salamat. Ako nga pala si Mamaya. Kung may time ka pa, paki-like na rin ang mga video ko sa YouTube.